Ask not what you can do for your peninsula, but instead what your peninsula can do for you. Hi, I've got a Norwood 3 situation going on right here. Now, there's a good chance I represent your future, or there's a good chance I represent your past. But there's a good chance, if you're watching this video about hair loss, I'm somehow relevant to your story. And we're going to talk about my peninsula today. It's funny, being in Norwood 3, I keep saying one of the common themes is no one has compassion for a guy who has Norwood 3 because he's got more hair than most men who are losing their hair. And as long as he does a good job of disguising it like I do, then it ultimately doesn't even look like I'm losing my hair. It looks like I'm pretty lucky to be almost 36 and have this much hair. Of course, it is an illusion. I'm really good at disguising it and downplaying it. But I want to talk about the power of the peninsula today. Now, in this video, this is the best you're going to see my hair, because the rest of this video, you're going to see it a lot worse. So let's just go ahead and take a look real quick. Imagine in its best how it looks. This is my hair. You would think maybe at worst I'm a Norwood 2, right? Based on what you see here. I'm just going to kind of turn around, going to give you a visual there of what I look like. There we go. Okay, so it's amazing how much real estate you can get from a peninsula. So I went beyond now just having the V, and now I have an M. So now, from here on out, this video, my hair's not going to look as good. Okay, this is as good as it gets. And here we go. So in reality, this is what's actually going on. And I'm dealing with an M shape, and I'm dealing with a peninsula. Everything you just saw came from that peninsula. So it's interesting what I had going on is because I have the length from here to here, because I've got about 3.5 inches right there. That's enough to cover that. And then this part, instead of it being combed over or pushed over from there, it's ultimately just kind of pushed down. So ultimately, it's enough of an idea that it's pretty much straight across and people aren't going to question it. But really, the strength in this whole thing comes from this portion right here. And look at this. If I'm really to pull this back, it's just this portion right here adds so much. That's why as you go into Norwood 4 status and you start losing the hair behind this, and this becomes an island instead of a peninsula, you lose so much strength there. But as long as I can, I'll keep using my peninsula in my Norwood 3 situation to make it look like I've got a Norwood 2. It's funny because imagine how many guys out there are just like me. They've got Norwood 3. They have experienced some thinning. But ultimately, they grow their hair the right way, the right length. And there's more than one style you can do to achieve this. And I can do a shorter version where it's about 1.5 inches, and it would still accomplish the same thing, because it would ultimately just kind of make it more like this. Even though my forehead might look a little bit higher, it still ultimately serves the same purpose as this. But if it weren't for this island, I wouldn't be able to do this, because again, this kind of covers here, and this just kind of comes down, but it's still kind of pushed to the side. So we just got that going on for my kind of messy do, where again, it's about 3.5 inches on top. It's the power of the peninsula. I mean, it's amazing how much you can do with that peninsula.